Assalamualaikum, my name is NABILA ASHIRA binti ARZA. The title for my research proposal is Acceptance of Muslims toward Food Premises without Halal Certificate in Selangor. So this study attempts to review the issues and the reasons of the non-existence of Halal Certificate in food premises, which by using the GHP, GMP, HACCP, Food Act and many more. And this study aimed to identify the factors that influence the decision-making process of Muslims when choosing the food premise, and also aim to examine the perceived impact of food premise without halal certificate in trust and confidence, and lastly aiming to assess the potential health and religious concerns of Muslims regarding food premises without halal certificate at Selangor. So this study used quantitative approach, which by distributing questionnaire survey by Google Form and refer to the articles, authentic website and previous research projects. So I expect that this study is able to improve the awareness of Muslims on the food premises without halal certificate and able to develop the trust and confidence on the existence of the halal certificate for the food premises. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nursyazwani binti Muhammad ZADRI and my proposal is about exploring of HACCP implementation at Ajinomoto Malaysia Berhad. So my research focused on implementing hazard analysis and critical control point at Ajinomoto Malaysia Berhad. So recognizing global food safety challenges, I emphasize the importance of HACCP as a science-based method to identify and control hazard in production. So the study explores the industry best practices and address the knowledge gap, focus on the Ajinomoto manufacturing. So ultimately, my goal is to enhance the food safety at Ajinomoto Malaysia Berhad and through the effective implementation of HACCP. For the objective, my research is focused on the practical implementation of hazard analysis and critical control point in the production setting of the Ajinomoto Berhad. So I have three main objectives. Firstly, to identify the element of HACCP implementation within the company. Secondly, to explore the effectiveness of the current implementation. And finally, to suggest any improvement that contribute to the continuous quality control enhancement. So by addressing emerging challenges with the regulatory standards, the aim is to foster a culture of continuous improvement in the quality control measure. So the method that I use is qualitative research. So the focus here is to intimately understand the Ajinomoto's practices, and in terms of data collection, I'm using in-depth interview, observation and document examination to gain first-hand insight into the company's operation. So as the expected result for my proposal, the expected outcomes include the enhanced food handling practices, more effective environmental monitoring and improved risk communication. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum, my name is SYIDHRATUL binti AFIFI and my research proposal title is Faith, Consumption and Authority, a critical evaluation of Indonesia's fatwa against boycotted products. So currently, more and more people worldwide are using their purchasing power to speak out against Israeli oppression of Palestinians. And in my research, I'm looking into the fatwa from Majlis Ulama Indonesia released in November 2023, which advised Muslims to avoid supporting companies with ties to Israel. So this supports the global call for economic sanctions, and Muslims are prohibited from engaging in financial interaction with companies that support Israeli aggression and Zionism. So this research is done in order to solve the doubtful status of this product, whether they actually can be consumed or not, by analyzing the issues of the fatwa in detail. So the objective of the research are to investigate the theological principles and religious basis underpinning Indonesia's fatwa against boycotted products, to examine the global perspective with similar or the opposing perspective worldwide, and to evaluate the fatwa impact on consumer behavior by exploring how the fatwa influence purchasing decisions and consumption patterns. As for the methodology, I choose qualitative method, which consists of interview, article reviews and media content analysis in order to gain views from experts, to study the past literature review and discover the viewpoint from influential figures. And what I expected from this research is that this study finding can help come up with better ways to understand the complexity of a fatwa and improve how we consume things in the right way with proper guidance in the context of boycotting practices towards enemies that antagonize the Muslim community. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nursyazwani binti Halimi and I will introduce my proposal regarding the development of halal cosmetic and natural products in the serum laboratory. So, first of all, the proposal is mainly in the serum laboratory. So, the reason why I chose serum is that it is one of the companies that has researched and produced this kind of product, and serum also has done many R&D products in their companies. So this study focuses on how serum companies produce cosmetic and natural products with halal status, and this process is focused on the types of materials used, processing methods, and then compliance with guidelines or standards set up by the authorities, and also the testing methods involved. And at the same time, this study also was conducted to find out the challenges or issues that arise during the production of the product in the serum laboratory. Okay, next in this study, I use a qualitative method that combines in-depth interview techniques and personal observation of the informants among serum staff, which is the quality assurance or quality control officer, and also observe the production of the products itself. So in the meantime, I also use secondary data taken from articles, journals, and reference materials from websites. And for expected results, I hope this study can be used as a reference for the others industry players so that more halal cosmetics and natural products can be developed. And I also hope that the production process of such products can be further improved so that the products are of better quality and guarantee halal. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is HAFIZHATUL Hidayah binti Muhammad TAJRI. The title of my research proposal is Factors Influencing Customer Choice of Coffee at the UiTM Shah Alam. So this research project looks into what influences UiTM Shah Alam students' decisions about coffee with a particular emphasis on halal awareness and the lack of options for customization or diversity. So Google Forms questionnaires collect numerical data for statistical analysis using a quantitative method. So the study, which is limited to the UiTM Shah Alam campus, attempts to figure out students' level of awareness. So this result can help UiTM Shah Alam cafeterias to create more inclusive coffee options. So for the objective is first to determine the main factors influencing customer choice of coffee varieties at the UiTM Shah Alam. And the second is to examine how customers' purchasing decisions are influenced by the taste preference, cost, coffee quality and the campus environment. And lastly is to provide suggestions for enhancement to support or enhance customer preferences for coffee varieties at the UiTM Shah Alam. This research using quantitative approach, which is use of questionnaire through Google Form and also supported by the another article, journal and data statistic. So the research is expected to uncover and identify the key factors that significantly influence customer choice when it comes to coffee at the UiTM Shah Alam. So this may include factors such as taste preference, pricing and perception of halal aspect. So next, the research is expected to provide tailored recommendation for improving the coffee offerings at UiTM Shah Alam. So these recommendations may be aimed at enhancing satisfaction or aligning coffee options with the diverse needs of the university community. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is SYIFAA and the title of my research is the establishment of storage service provider for Medbank. Is it necessary for halal application? The establishment of the halal application of the storage service providers for Medbank is to assure the efficiency of storage system, and it is to protect the valuable aspect of the milks in order to supply the milks for premature babies. The halal application of storage service providers for Medbank will add the new value of morality and tolerance of the religious authority, and it shows the flexibility of the halal industry, while it also meet the needs of the society. And the objective are to identify the necessity of halal application for storage service provider of Medbank. Then to develop the requirements that are suitable for halal application for storage service providers of Medbank, and lastly to explore the recommendation of effectiveness of storage service providers of Medbank. I use the qualitative approaches for this study, like articles as the references, while interview as templates, like academician, the expert in the halal or Sharia background, and the expected result is this study provided sufficient information on establishing the new halal application for storage service provider for milk bank, where it also raised awareness on the issue of milk supply chain for premature babies.